right. We are excited to be here. Hope you are too.
Yeah.
Before James.
Oh, hi, I'm James.
Hi, James.
Hi, James.
Hi. So yeah, me and my dad went on this trip last year, same program. We went to the same places, and so it was really impacted me a lot. And probably one of the biggest things that was really hard to cope with at times was all the change that we had to go through. That was unexpected. And so like when we got to Shenzhen, which was the first city that we went to, and that was where we were supposed to have our first camp, but when we learned it got canceled, we went to Jaeyoung the next morning, and there was a team from New York there that was really short on teachers, and they were really in need of help of us. So we helped them out, and we ended up staying in Jaeyoung for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And yeah, so after the first week, the New York team left, and it was really stressful, like, because then it was like a couple teachers per grade level. So it was really hard. But yeah.
Woo!
God was faithful. You really pulled through. Yeah, for me, I'm just really excited to go on this trip again. And how many of you guys, is this your first trip to Jaeyoung? Or to mainland China? Or
Mission, Taiwan.
yes, or to Taiwan. Great. Well, it really is an exciting opportunity to be stretched in new ways, to trust God, to expand our faith. And that was the case for me as well. One of the most stretching thing was when I was asked to give a message during one of the large group gatherings. It was with the high school students, and it was just really exciting to be able to share the gospel and the good news of Christ, and to see so many accept Christ and come to know Him. So it was very exciting. Another thing that really stood out to me was the amount of change that's occurring culturally, and you can really see that in the eyes and in the hearts of especially the young people that are growing up in a very dynamic situation right now, with larger and larger generation gaps that are occurring. And so the young people, the teenagers, have just so many questions that they would ask. Questions about faith, questions about culture, questions about family, how to honor parents when they want to express their faith but they can't, and do they bow down to their family idols, or just how do they live that out? And there's a real hunger and a real openness amongst the young people, and so it's just exciting to be able to be there and to get to know them, and they would, they're eager to get your email address and stay in touch and stay in contact. I've stayed in contact with maybe 6 or so of my students from last year, and they send me pictures and updates, and it's just a lot of fun. They have a lot of questions they're still asking, and so that's the thing that really stood out to me. I was at a conference yesterday, and a friend of mine came up to me. She's really excited because she said, "Mike, I just met a girl who's from mainland China, and she came to Christ when she was a teenager from a short-term mission trip of some people that came from the States and did an ESL program, kind of an English camp. So she came to faith when she was a teenager, and then she ended up having the opportunity to come to APU, it was just a Pacific, where she graduated from, and now she's attending a church in Pasadena called Epicenter, and just on fire for the Lord. And I was just really thrilled and encouraged and excited to hear that, just the fruit of that. So we're just praying for God's blessing on each of you and us, and that this will be a very fruitful trip, both in our own hearts and lives, and then of course in the hearts and lives of those that we're reaching out to.